Hello everyone, welcome to your November 2025 reading. Geminis, we're going to do this a little bit different this month. So I'm just going to remix the charms there from the last reading. For the monthly readings, clearly November is an important transition point or time period for everyone because I have a collection of guardians who want to be part of this reading. So we're going to get a message from archangels and angels. We're going to get a message directly from your guardian angels and your animal spirit guides. So we'll use charms and cards with each group here to get the full elaboration on the message so I can do my best job to relay that to you. I do timestamp, so if you just want to jump ahead to your messages, feel free. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and see what cards and charms you get this month. So we'll start with the archangels and angels entourage. See what message they want to give. I was already standing it up, but I don't do that. Oh, I don't know if you saw that movement in the charm there. So now we're going to do guardian angel. See what your guardian entourage hang out with you want to share, what message they have for you. And animal spirit guides. See how many are working with you at this time, what they're supporting you with. I'll just shuffle a little longer because I turned the cards up there. Okay, I'll just put those there. Now we'll do the charm. I just got quiet because my dog is being curious to me right now, and how he was just hanging out at the mirror. So I don't know if he was watching your spiritual collective come through. Okay. I was just turning my hand because I'm always trying to make sure the charms are on camera when they're digging in there. I think it's fun to watch, so I want to make sure you all can see it too. Unfortunately, you can't feel it. I can feel the sensation as they try to move my fingers, manipulate my fingers, but I don't want to move my hand. I want you to be able to see how they dig in there for you. Just going to go back, see if they wanted. That's what I thought. Okay. They definitely weren't happy with these first ones that came down. So we're going to go with or they, not we, they are choosing to go with the whale tail here. That one's wrong. You got a lucky elephant. And some timing. So we'll see what this timing's about. Okay. And lastly, now that we have room, we'll get the companion cards here. So these just help to further illustrate and elaborate the message. Sometimes they help emphasize a point they want to get across. Okay, we're going to the other side here. I don't know if that has a meaning as well that we'll see in the reading, kind of flipping one side to the next. Okay. All right, Geminis. We are going to start with your angel number from the archangels first, and then we'll go to your guardian angel and animal spirit guide. So, angel number first. You're the second sign in this block of signs, this grouping of signs that I'm reading for. Generally, the angels guide me to do 4 signs at a time. So you're sharing this with, I believe, Scorpios. And we were kind of calling it code, like instead of a code red, like you often hear on like ER shows, like code red. I kept feeling like code 4141, right? The archangels and the angels are coming to you for this code. But The habit here is all about habits that bring you joy and happiness, right? If you're not vibrating in the heart, if something doesn't make your heart smile, then that's a habit that you can walk away from, right? That you can change, that you can reconsider. So let me get the message first for you, 4141, and then we'll dive into the charm and cards. So we have, it's time to take a moment to reflect on why you're doing what you do. Are you working towards joy, or are you simply working to work? Your purpose here on this planet is much greater than being just another cog in the machine. Break that habit of monotony. Start new routines that allow you to invest in your own well-being. And your affirmation is, I can always change for the better. So, like I was saying, a change that vibrates your heart center, that makes you smile, right? Brings you joy, makes you happy. So they're selecting the purple whale tail here. So this is your soul visiting you. Often your soul will appear for me in cards as either a very large eye or a whale, because they are carrying such a wealth of information. You need the scale of a whale to help transport all of your experiences, your Akashic records, your soul plan, right? All of that, everything that intuitively guides you here. So we have the purple. Now look at the charm they chose though. It's the whale tail. And usually we see the tail when they're being playful, right? In shows when we had whales as performers, they used their tail to wave at us. But out in the nature, out in the oceans, when they do play, they're often showing off their tails when they're diving, when they're rolling over, and their unique indicator. You know, what makes them unique, how we tell them all apart. Generally, there's indicators on their tails, right? A certain line, the scars from years and years and years of being out in the oceans, and they too have trials and tribulations that they go through. So there's a message here about, you know, being proud of where you have come from. You know, be proud of those scars, whether you can physically see them or, you know, they're an emotional scar, a scar on your memory, right? A scar on your heart. A scar just means it's a mark, right? You're going to remember. So it's not forget, release, let's move on. This is remember where you've come from and now embrace joy, embrace happiness. You're moving away from these habits that don't bring you joy, and you're only immersing yourself in what does bring you joy. So a little bit of celebration here on growth and your capabilities and abilities to do it. Okay, talking about scars, and then here we have the Nine of Swords and the way she's holding herself. You know, all the swords are pointing inwards and downwards. But look what she's missing, right? She's missing a part of herself. Look at it floating above her here. And it's red. That's the heart center, where she's holding her chest. So for you Geminis, there could be healing in sort of that chest region. So healing of the heart, maybe healing of the physical body. Maybe you're recovering from, you know, a cold, a congestion cold, like a chest cold. But there's this beautiful recovery period where I like how the swords are kind of maybe even holding back this part of you, right? Maybe this is the part of you that you released. A lot of times, at least for myself, you know, there's been a period of, you know, I did not like myself during those years. I didn't like how others' influence changed my personality, changed who I was, how I was acting, how I was thinking, how I was feeling. And then I changed all that. I released that version of me and came back to myself, to my true self. Now I keep zooming in because the owl here, the angel, the archangel, look how they're flying into you with the wisdom here, the depth of wisdom of your soul energy. But they're also on the outside of the window here, the doorway, inviting her to look up and forward towards the angel. So not saying forget who you were, right? The red soul here hovering above, but look where you're headed. And it's all white, so that's peace, that's hope, that's trust, that's recovery, all of that. So you might be getting over some heartbreak, but it feels more so you're coming back together into the version of you that will make you like love yourself. Like you'll be in love with yourself, the version of you. Now the Ace of Pentacles cards, I like this card for many reasons, but one is the rabbit here in the corner. That's your soul timekeeper as well. So Geminis, your soul is definitely hanging out here with the archangels coming in with the message. So you have the rabbit, soul timekeeper. We have the kind of looks like, you know, could be a squirrel, ferret, that kind of species, which is an angel. That's a version of an angel. And then I know we're heading into your guardian angel, but here's your guardian angel holding the Ace of Pentacles with its antlers. When I see an elk like this is a guardian. So they're welcoming you here. This is a new door. When I see the Ace of Pentacles, that's a welcome. You know, this is the signpost. You are here. You have arrived. That your entourage, right? We've got the soul saying the time is now with the bunny, and then you've got your angel and your guardian angel greeting you. So in terms of habit, it looks like it's personal growth, personal recovery, and the positive side of recovery. Again, like I was saying, it's more self-identity that I feel. I just feel like you're coming back together. You're feeling like yourself again, or this next version of you, because we all evolve. This next version of you feels like home to you, feels natural, feels right. And your angelic entourage here is agreeing with you because they're welcoming you here at this door, this new chapter. So kind of closing out the year and closing out this chapter. Okay. The guardian angel message. So we'll come here next. I do like the direction that the confident elephant is focused and walking, which is your personal growth we just went through. So let's see what your guardian angel is going to add here for November. We have healing. We've already talked about recovery. Okay. Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. And I just said love yourself. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. Well, we already saw that. I was. I was definitely picking up on it here. So you've got your soul, archangels, angels, and your guardian angel all working together. They're all in unison. You're seeing the healing that you're going through, the growth that you're going through here, and they're excited about it. So we have the elephant that they've chosen in terms of charms. This elephant charm in particular is all about self-confidence, self-esteem, self-assuredness, the way it's adorned itself, right? It's presenting itself. It pulled itself together in a manner that makes it feel really good, right? It's wearing what it wants. It's an external reflection of how they're feeling internally, which is confident, focused, determined, I know what's next for me. And that's why the elephant is walking forward here with the kind of bells around its ankles, you know, announcing its arrival, but it's ready, you know, it came dressed for the occasion. So it also is ready for this recovery period, right? The next phase from the recovery period here. And you have the Star card. This was also similar to Scorpio, I believe. They had the Star card also come in as well. So the fact that I'm kind of reading you these two signs back to back, there's the connector for me in terms of this transformation you're going through. Theirs was different. Yours is clearly around healing and really focused on yourself and your chest and heart region. They're pulling me to the two pictures that our Star card is always pouring in unison. However, I feel like the one in the left hand here, which we usually receive in our left, I feel like this is like the surplus, right? This is you pouring out what you've received in. So there's the release from self in terms of the growth you're going through, whatever healing, whatever negativity or negative energy that you and your body are expelling right now. And you're replenishing yourself with the positivity, you know. So maybe you're receiving a lot of love, a lot of positive feedback right now, which is helping your confidence, helping maintain your mindset. So they're kind of, it's kind of cleansing, right? She has more coming from the left hand, not so much left in her picture here on the right. You know, this is almost done. This period's almost over. And you have all this beautiful newness that's being added here to your pool. So I feel like they're hinting here at something great, you know, that you're heading towards here. They're not going beyond that, your guardian angel. They're really focusing on the healing. Maybe that's why they're over here to greet you once you've healed, right? They're going to greet you, but they're letting you know that you can walk confidently forward into this next chapter, this next phase, because there's more, much more, like 3 times more positivity than negativity. Negativity's almost run out anyways, so you're kind of over that period. But it's the Star card. So wish, opportunity, destiny, like all those words are attributed to this. So something is coming up here. Maybe it's in the new year. Maybe it's pending your recovery period. So maybe that's why it's a bit nebulous right now in terms of what they're trying to say in timing. But all they are confirming right now, it is coming for you. Something's coming that you're going to be prepared for, ready to receive. Okay, so we do have a spirit guide. So your animal spirit guide, your animal guardian working with you now at this time. We have the hummingbird spirit, which is be here now. So you have a lot of be in the present moment. Just focus on this healing, focus on what you're working through, even with the hummingbird imagery that they've chosen here to help with their message. The green healing, the sparkles, the uniqueness of their feathers, plumage, I should say, is concentrated on the chest area here again. So definitely chest for Geminis, however that resonates with you. But they do want you focused, stay focused on the nutrients. There's the word. I was trying to get past nurture because I didn't want to say nurture. It's the nutrients here, right? The hummingbird is coming for the food, right? For what's going to keep its body strong, fueled, give it energy, right? That's why it's here for its for it to drink. So they want you to continue absorbing all the positive good stuff, right? All this extra positive good stuff, because like I said, in this card, it's eliminating the negative. It's washing it out. It's rinsing it out, right? It's cleansing it. And that's really where your focus is. So your animal spirit helping you stay focused on the healing process, to just be present, and to get the healing nutrients that you need, you know, from head to toes to soul. Hummingbird spirit. Okay. So if you were hanging out with me in the intro, you know this is my one of my timing charms. We've already had our timekeeper bunny hop out, your soul. And now we have my, I like to see it as like a grandfather clock, right? This is the pendulum. So it's ticking, and the top part is shining because they're trying to shine a spotlight, right? It's also the yield color to slow down. You don't do a full stop, you just kind of slow down. Take a little bit of a pause before you merge, so that you're checking for safety, you're being observant, right? You're making sure that it's okay to move forward, proceed forward. And there's the time is now. So the time is right to consider this new chapter. That's what this leaf is. This is seeing clearly with the transparency. So you're able to read between the lines, as they say. You can distinguish the black from the white. You have mental clarity as I lay it down. It's the right and left hemisphere of the brain. So you have clarity of insight right now. You have clarity of thought. Maybe as you're healing, you have time to think through how things have been and how you want things to change. But the timing is perfect for you to have clarity of sight, clarity of wisdom, clarity of knowing. And it looks like a foundational change. So in one of your two environments, major environments, we usually have two, what I call homes. We have our physical home, and we always have a secondary home. A lot of us, it's our workplace, our work environment, because we spend so much time there, and that's sort of our second family. That's our second group of individuals. It could also be an actual second home. You could be out on the road all the time, so that's your second home, right? Traveling. So I'm getting that here with these two cards. I'm seeing the two environments. I'm seeing the professional environment, and I'm seeing your primary home environment. So your two homes here are going to change. That's part of this clarity that you're receiving now as you're healing, as you're reflecting back, as you're thinking things through and deciding where you want to go next, right? What's this path they're welcoming you to? What's this wish that you've been wanting? Because it's waiting for you, right? Timing's going to be right. So, moving up in career or changing career completely, building out or changing how your lifestyle is. What's home to you, what's family to you, what's freedom to you, answering all those questions. And it looks like you're going to have the dragonfly spirit. You've got two dragonflies here. So you're going to have the dragonfly animal spirit guide joining you at this new start. And they're all about adaptability, flexibility, the nimbleness of them being able to go with change, the flow. So it's a really nice progress that I'm seeing here from hummingbird to dragonfly in terms of where you're headed, where you're going. So the month of November looks like it could be a turning point for you. If not, this is the turning point in thoughts, right? The clarity of thought to make these decisions. You have the time now while you're healing, while you're recuperating, to make some decisions about professional you, your home life, so your home environments. Once you're confidently back to self and you know which dream you want to pursue, maybe that's why this is vague to me because it's not vague to you. You know which one you want to go after once you're healed. Timing is right to put those plans in motion, right? Get all your, put your clarity of thought to work so that you know just how I'm going to make that step, because we have the dragonfly spirit guide coming into you next to help you with the adaptability, the flexibility in those new days, right? We need to be able to observe, receive, respond, see how things work in a new environment before we go all in on something, right? Or before we say yay or nay. Like, give yourself some time to like just be present, sort of be in the now. So just kind of be present, feel it out. So quite interesting that sort of your whole world here, without using the world card, because your two primary environments, has opportunity for change in a more happy, more positive way for you. Beautiful. Let's connect in next month and see how you guys have progressed.